What up, folks? Austin Black, PopSauceSauces.com. Like this video, please take a moment, give us a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be making a two-part sauce from two ferments. And this sauce is going to be called Spooky Berry. As the name implies, anything that has to do with ghosts, spooks, scary berries, anything like that that we name, of course, is going to have ghost peppers in it, which is going to be the start of this show. What this ferment entails is Scotch bonnets, red Scotch bonnets, red ghost peppers, aurora peppers, long sweet aurora peppers, sweet peppers, ginger, scallions, celery, parsley, and the zest of a lime is in this ferment. This is a special blend here, really, and honestly, I can't wait to taste it. This is raspberries, blackberries, and it's fermented in a brine that's made of honey, vodka, and Mediterranean sea salt. Got a feeling this is going to be something special. Anyway, let's get right at it. Okay, now that we're set up, first thing we're going to do is give it our smell test. And then we're going to separate the brine from our ingredients. And while we're separating the brine from our ingredients of ferment one, we will take out what we're going to be juicing, which is the celery, the parsley, and the scallions, if I'm correct. The celery, the parsley, and the ginger. That's what we're going to be juicing today. So let's get started. Smells beautiful. First of all, very little cam yeast. As always, we generally get very little cam yeast, and I'm wasting this vodka all over the place. I'm going to remove my weight and my bag. Get that ready. Look at here. Now that I got my weight out, I'm going to take this bag out. This. Again, the brine is beautiful, nice and clean. Very little cam yeast, just specks all around, and the smell is pretty much outrageous. Now what I'm going to do is separate my ingredients from my brine. I'm going to do that. Try to make it a little bit of a mess as possible. Which peppers looking just ridiculous. They're completely soft. It's been fermenting for like almost 70 days. We went a little bit over 60 days with this one. It's getting a little too full, so I'm gonna dump that. Just look at this. Beautiful. I mean, just beautiful. Okay, now we're going to start the juicing process. Basically, everything in this one is going to be pretty much soft except for the ginger. So we're just going to start dumping the celery, which, I mean, just look at the celery. It's extremely soft. celery with some ginger, scallions, and the greens, which is basically the parsley. We're going to juice it all, and what we end up with is the dried pulp. Basically, we're separating all the flavors, all the nutrients, all the good stuff away from the fiber, the pulp. In this juice, there'll be nothing but flavor and nutrients. Look at here. Dry as always. Let's set this aside, save it for later. Okay, now what I want to do with my juice and the brine is basically test the pH, see where we're at. What we generally like to see is our brine in between 3 and 4, knowing that 4.4 is shelf stable. Anything below 4.4 is shelf stable. And our brine is reading 3.6. Juice 3.7. Perfect. We'll take our juice, pour it into my ingredients. Okay, now that I have my juice and my ingredients and all of that separated, we're going to turn around and we're going to separate the berries from the brine, from its brine. I gotta tell you, the smell in this is just unbelievable. Again, I want to take out my weight. And remove my bag. All the carbon dioxide has blew up the bag. And the berries are just simply lovely. Looks unbelievable, smells crazy. Don't want to do it with this one yet. Spread it down. Set it in this one. And then just pour it out. I am just so excited about this, it's ridiculous. Seems like the color has completely left the raspberries. And a lot of the blackberries, I don't know why I keep calling it blueberries because it's not, it's blackberries, has just went inside of the brine itself. And I gotta tell you, look how syrupy that little is. Now you know we're gonna make something really, really, really special with this. Okay. As the berries are such an important part of this sauce, we take all of them. Put it in our sauce. Now we're going to prep the big dog. Get on with it. Let's take this coming. Fucking hell. When the boys get a hold of that. Now we're ready for the big dog. First thing I want to do is I want to add 2 cups of the brine. We'll start with 2 cups. Now we start to blend this process down. Since we're doing something sweet like berries, anything with fruit in it, we go apple cider and one of the wine vinegars. And for this one, you're gonna stick with the color and use a red wine. Pour that in. Adjust my mask. Chop it up. All right, now we're ready for blend 2. First thing I want to do is take a liter and a half and pour it into it. We're going to start the blending process, and then we're going to add 1 cup of brine. We'll add it to the blend. Okay, now what we want to do while it's in the blend, we want to take a half a teaspoon of xanthan gum and add it to our blend to keep everything from separating once it's in the bottle. I'm going to step back from this because I know the aroma is just going to be crazy. And we want to add a half cup of brine. Woo! It'll be scary to taste. Just thinking about the heat. It's thick. It's not too bad once it got some backing in it, but it ain't thin. It's not thin at all. Okay. Ghost peppers. Heat is tremendous. Flavor is all over. I'm saying it's thick, but I like the consistency. I mean, I can't tell you where the heat started from. It seemed like it was just like an explosion in my mouth, all over. Flavor is crazy. It's hot. You gonna lie to you. I can't lie to you. It's hot. You think with that many berries that it would be all about the berries. No, we pack our ferments with peppers. The berries are just an accent on the peppers. We make hot pepper sauce. The peppers are always going to be the star of the show. My next move now is I'm going to blend it for a couple more seconds, and then I'm going to start the pasteurization process. Okay, my blender is reading 165, so we're going to double check it with our thermometer. Now, thermometer reads 164.1, 0.3, 0.9. Wait a minute. There it is. Guess it had to blend up for a second. 165. So now that it's all blended up, I got my mask on because I know it's just going to just be everywhere. Look at that. And I don't want to get hit in the face with them ghost peppers like that. I be having a fit right now. We take this and we will pour it into something that I can handle better. Because with this, it's pretty heavy. It's a lot of glass. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So now I have my mark for 5.5 or 5 3/4 ounces. And I just pour it to my mark. Take my funnel, put it in my glass, put it in my bottle, and I simply pour. Look at that. Look at that consistency. That's how you want your sauce. Beautiful. One. Okay. Now, wipe my hands first. Yeah, wipe off that bottle a little bit. Take your paper towel, go over the tops of your bottles, moving the paper towel to a new spot with every turn. And you take your orifice, pop them on. Everything is cleaned and sanitized before we even get started. Make sure you clean and sanitize everything. Pop your tops. And there you have it, folks. Spooky berry. Thanks for joining me. Peace. Have a great day.